Welcome back to For the Record. Joining me now are Timmy Jernigan and Gail Brown with Anderson Senior Follies. You guys have a show coming up, or has it already started?
No, it's March 7th through 10th.
Okay. Tell me about it. What's the title?
The title is The Bucket List.
Oh, The Bucket List. All right. So I can only imagine what it's about. Tell me.
Well, we had a gathering last spring just before our show, and our director, Mary, asked us to pitch some ideas. Mm-hmm. And one evening I was driving home and I heard a song on the radio, Do You Know the Way to San Jose?
Yeah.
And it made me think, well, what if there were a group of seniors who had recently retired and they were thinking of all the things they hadn't done or places they hadn't been? And I pitched it to Mary, and then she asked me to be on the writing committee. So this is an original production. We sat down, brainstormed the characters, the situations, put the songs in, and I mean, it really grew into a big show. Yeah,
you were telling me you helped write this show?
Yes, we had a writing team. It was Mary, her husband, myself, Chris Yon, and Reed Halverson.
So when you step in as one of the actors in the show, how do you take the storyline and become that person within the story? Like, how do you take on that role, that character?
Yes, I don't have a speaking part in this production. I did last year, but our director, Mary, is very good to work with us in small groups, little vignettes that will be the parts of the play. And interspersed in that, because it's like a variety show with a storyline, so interspersed in those little vignettes are songs and dances, lots of energy, lots of activity. Yeah. I just want to say, if you've never been to the Senior Follies, Anderson Senior Follies, and you think that you're going to go and sit in the audience and watch some old people do some dusty old numbers for a bunch of other old people, no. Let me just quell that misconception right now, because what you're going to be in store for is just an energetic, fast-paced, often hilarious moments, heartwarming, until the next song comes on that tickles your memory. I guarantee you will walk away uplifted.
Yeah. Did you act before?
I did. I was in the drama club in high school and college, and I've done some other community theater musicals and plays, but this is so very different because in community theater you have a small cast and we have 50 people. So it was something different, to get used to, but it's just great because I had not been involved in that type of production before.
Tell me this, if you did not take part in Anderson Follies, what would you be doing?
See, I thought about this just last night. I thought, I am so glad, I wish I'd found it sooner. You have to be 55 to be a part of the Anderson Senior Follies. And I found it at like 61. I'm like, all those lost years that I didn't do it. I'd probably be a couch potato. I am retired. She's not retired. I'm retired, and I'm so glad that I found them. A small group called the Follies to Go is a small group of the bigger group that goes year-round to churches and things. And I saw that group perform, and I'm like, I want to do what they're doing. Yeah. And the big show, granted, is so much different from the small Follies to Go show, but it sucks you in, and it's really just a wonderful thing to be I'm a senior. And it's so nice to be with a group of aging Americans that are like, hey, we can do this. Hey, Irish tap dance, all right.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun, and the camaraderie, you can't beat it.
It is, because one thing that's really meant a lot to me with the Follies is that we're like a family.
Yeah.
Very much.
Because I just had a lot of loss in my family with my sister and my mom and my niece, and all of a sudden I had time to do some things. I had just turned 61, so I thought, hey, this will be a good thing. And they've just loved on me, and we've been a family, and we have people who check on us when we're sick, and we have gatherings. So it's not just, hey, let's get together and do this performance, but we are the Follies family.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. So there are people watching this right now who may want to become part of the group or have an idea. Could they start this in their own community?
Oh, I would hope
they
so.
They should so come to our show.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
It's so hard to explain it if you haven't been to the show. It's so hard to. the Follies to Go outreach program actually convinced, or they came to my mom's church in Camden, South Carolina.
Wow, yeah.
And so the next day they signed up like 25 people on a bus to come see our big show.
That's great.
You just have to kind of see it to believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's very entertaining, and it's an opportunity if you have a talent that you've wanted to expand on or try to do something different. Then Mary is just the greatest at helping you pull those talents out and
She does
explore
find the
that.
best parts of
right,
us, doesn't she?
right.
And you asked before about experience in acting. That doesn't matter to
It
her.
doesn't.
She will. I watched her last year work with a group of people with drum skills for the drum section. And at the end of that practice, there she was, just sitting there drumming in the middle of a drum circle. Most of these people had never picked up a drumstick,
Yeah.
but
Right.
she had them going.
That's great. That's great. Well, so let's let everyone know about the time. So the bucket list is March 7th through the 10th, and it's at Anderson University's Henderson Auditorium.
Right. It's Thursday night, Friday night. There are two productions on Saturday at 11 and 4.
Awesome.
Then
Thank
Sunday
you so
afternoon.
much. Sounds so exciting. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, straight ahead, organizers of another event coming up soon, Dancing for Our Heroes, will join us on For the Record.